While perusing on the Goodwill website, I came across a buy now package of artwork from Melissa McDermott, and this is a portfolio of sketches. I couldn't turn this down because I am a big fan of purchasing portfolios from artists that were done potentially early on in their overall career and journey as an artist. Like, this is kind of the early works of what this particular artist created, and you can compare the portfolio with their current work to kind of see just how far they've come and what things kind of stayed the same with their overall art journey, to a point where when I came across this portfolio, did a little research on the actual artist, and I was able to find their website. It looks like they have social media. And so I decided to pull the trigger on this portfolio of artwork. And this portfolio of artwork from Melissa cost me $49.97, as well as 1 cent shipping and $4.99 handling. So in total, I was able to get this purchased and delivered to me for $57.97. So let's dive in and see what we got in here. So as you can see, we have a portfolio bag full of art. And let's see what we got here. And the good thing about portfolio art is that if you get it for a good enough price, the average price per piece of artwork is drastically less than what you typically get from purchasing one piece of art at a time. But look at that. That's a portrait of a young lady here. Looks like this was done with chalk or pencil. We have another portrait here. Wondering if that is Melissa or not. It could be. But really intriguing to once again come across this type of catch when it comes to art. Being able to kind of look into the past a bit with regard to the artist's artwork, right? That's a pretty good, cool picture there. Wow, look at this. Now that is amazing. That is amazing. An abstract piece of, I'm not sure what that is, but once again, like, look at the quality of that. And even though we're just talking chalk and pencil, I mean, this is real art, right? These are things that could be put into a frame and hung up, right? And with this being a portfolio of one artist, this could, in a way, be an exhibit of this artist in potentially your home or a business, your gallery, whatever the case may be. Now that is cool, right? So Melissa looks to have drawn a hand. It looks kind of beat up, rotting in a way. Maybe it's a glove on a hand, because I don't see any blemishes and issues below the wrist area, but that is pretty cool as well. A different style that we've come across here within this portfolio, so it looks like she was experimenting in a way with this form of art, and with all of this art within this portfolio. Actually, all of it looks like it is an experimentation of different styles. Huh. What do you think that is? You know, even when we're talking half completed art, once again, this is part of a portfolio, and all of it is telling a story. All of it is telling a narrative of who this artist is and what they're able to accomplish and what they potentially were going through mentally, what they were thinking about at that time of creation. This is a figure. Once again, it's half done, or partially done, but it's still art. Or is it partial, or is it actually complete as the artist would like to display it as, right? Just all depends. Here's a unique portrait of somebody. It's pretty large, right? Wow, this is pretty cool as well. Very, very unique piece of artwork. I'm thinking this potentially may have been for this artist's school portfolio, because on the back of this is asking diminishing shape, diminishing size, creativity, contrast. I'm not sure if that is meant to be graded or judged, but at the very least, this is a piece of artwork that probably took this artist quite some time to create. Here we have another figure. Is that potentially a pot of something? Maybe pottery? Once again, experimentation in a way. Real abstract piece of artwork here. Very, very unique. Oh, look at this. That's pretty cool. This is the first color piece of art that I've found in this portfolio. And it looks pretty cool. And in the center of it, you have a Diet Coke right there. Right? How cool is that? The lovely traces of pencil, charcoal stuck to the fingers of the collector. All right, so really appreciate you chiming in, listening to me talk about my budget art here and my process of how I determine how I collect certain things and where I do collect them from. Once again, this portfolio of this artist cost me $57.97. So I think that was a pretty good investment. With that said, I'll look for you in the next video. It may be about art, it may be about something else, but I just appreciate you spending your time with me. So see you soon.